guys, welcome back. It's Amber. Today we'll be going through a nice beginner's flow. So we'll focus on strengthening and lengthening tight areas in the body, specifically the hips, the hamstrings, and the lower back. So when you're ready, meet me in a comfortable seated position. You can just find a nice cross-legged position, rooting down through your hips, your sit bones, and lengthening energy all the way through the spine, through the crown of the head. And take a moment here to relax your shoulders, noticing if you're clenching your jaw or storing any tension in your facial muscles. Take a moment to connect to your breath. Just starting to breathe together here. Take a big, rich inhale through your nose, filling through the lungs. And then open your mouth and let out an exhale, just fully releasing. Again, inhale, pull your breath in, filling up from the tailbone all the way to the crown of your head. And a simple, sweet exhale, release. And just staying connected with your breath, we'll invite some nice slow stretches. As you inhale, reach your arms all the way up and overhead, rooting through your outer hips as you lengthen your arms up. Take another inhale here, lengthen the sides of your waist. And as you exhale, begin to walk your palms forward out in front of you. You can stay lifted here on your palms, again, rooting down through the edges of the hips, or option to come down to your forearms. But allow this to be a nice stretch through the spine, lengthening the crown of your head forward as you inhale. And as you exhale, just melting closer to the earth. To get a nice stretch in the side body, you're just gonna lift up to your fingertips and walk both of your palms over towards the left side of your space. From here, inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, melt your chest down towards the left thigh, down towards the left knee. Feeling that nice stretch through the side body, your serratus anterior, the space underneath your armpit, your lat muscles, and those thick muscles that surround your spine, your erectors. Take one more inhale here to lengthen, and an exhale to surrender. All the way over to the left side of your space and lengthen your right arm all the way up and overhead. Notice here if your right hip is starting to lift and peel away from the mat, can you root it back down so you get that nice stretch all along the muscles between the ribs. Take a deep inhale. Deep exhale to fold. And now use your obliques here. Inhale, rise back up to seated, connect your palms. And exhale, lower your hands together in front of your heart. Good, inhale, reach your arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Come down to fingertips. You can make little spider fingers or down to the palms. And we'll just switch sides. So you'll take both of your hands over towards the right side of your space. Inhale to lengthen halfway, nice flat back. And as you exhale, melt your chest over the right thigh. Taking a couple breaths here, again, breathing energy, breathing space into that side body. Connecting both hips down towards the earth. And coming into that side stretch, you'll open your right hand out to the right. Lengthen the left arm up and over your head. And just like you did on side one, notice if the left hip is starting to elevate away from the mat. See if you can root it down. Pressing equally through both of your hips. Take one more inhale. And a smooth exhale. Inhale to rise back up. Reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, hands through your heart center. And now slide your palms out in front of you and find a tabletop position, hands and knees. Now here, gaze down at your fingertips and stretch them open wide like starfish on your mat, gripping into the earth. Your shoulders are right over your wrists, hips right over your knees. We'll start with a cat pose. So as you exhale, round and curl your spine like a wave crashing. Bringing your hips up and in, squeeze your navel towards your spine, tuck your chin towards your chest. And now as you inhale, hammock your belly down towards the earth. Lift your gaze and your tailbone up to the sky, stretching through your abdominal wall. Exhale, curl and round. Plug your belly in, knit your ribs together, just a fancy way of saying engage your core. And now inhale, drop your belly, look up, lengthening through the stomach. Again, exhale, curl and round, pressing into the palms, tucking your tailbone towards your heels. And as you inhale, arch the back, look up, lengthen the front side body as you engage the back side. And now inhale, come to a neutral spine. Take your fingertips a few inches forward, tuck your toes behind you, and pike your hips up to the sky for a downward facing dog. Now this first dog, if it feels good, you can pedal out through your feet, wiggling your hips from side to side and just stretching out through the hamstrings, all the way to the calves, the Achilles. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, find stillness. Press your heels down and back. Inhale, rise high to the tippy toes, pulling the heels up and away from the earth. Exhale, stretch your heels further to the mat, lengthening the thighs. And now soften your knees, look forward like a cat about to pounce, and take a little walk to the top of your space. Bringing your toes right behind your wrist creases. Inhale, lift up halfway, lengthen your spine. Fingertips to the earth, your shins or maybe your thighs above the knees. And as you exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Option here to hang heavy or maybe grab opposite elbow if that feels good. Gently tugging your elbows to the earth, allowing the backs of your legs to stretch. So here, think about engaging through your quadriceps, pulling the muscles up and away from the knees to protect the hamstrings. And notice here, if you're taking the path of least resistance and pushing weight into the heels, can you shift more weight towards the toes? Take another inhale and another exhale. Release your fingertips down towards the earth and inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Sweep your arms to the sky. Exhale, Samastita, hands together at your heart. Moving into Surya Namaskar A, Sun Salutation A. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up, lengthen your spine, press through your heel bones. Exhale, forward fold, dive your chest down over the thighs. Inhale into a flat back, lengthen your spine. And now exhale, plant your palms and step into high plank position, top of a push-up. Right here, begin to pull your belly in, knitting the ribs together, squeeze your glutes, activate your thighs. Now lower your knees down to the mat. So this first time, we're gonna come all the way down to the belly. Walk your hands back about a handprint and your elbows squeeze tight like little cricket wings. Press onto the tops of the feet, toenails pressing down. Inhale to peel your chest up into baby cobra. Now here's play with just pulling your palms up and away from the mat, hovering your palms just a few inches. Relying on the strength of your spine, take another inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down, tuck your toes, press back into your high plank, using your shoulder strength, your core. And exhale, lift the hips up, downward facing dog. Pausing in your dog pose, taking a couple of breaths. Inhale, full breath in. Exhale to release, sigh it out. When you're ready, bend your knees, look forward. Coming high to the toes, walk, step, or hop to the top of your space. Inhale to lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale to fold and melt. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Reach your arms to the sky, long spine. Exhale, Samastita. Again, we flow. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold like a wave crashing, melt down. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant your palms, step back to high plank. Now this time we're gonna lower the knees down and find a chaturanga. So bend your elbows tight to your side bodies, allow your chest to hover. Pressing through the tops of your feet, inhale, lift your chest, straightening through the arms, maybe even lifting the thigh bones up and away from the mat. Finding a nice back bend as you inhale. Exhale, tuck your toes, rolling your hips all the way up and back, downward facing dog. Pausing again, just noticing the sensations throughout your body. Can you lift your hips higher as you root down through your palms and melt your heels down and back? We'll flow one more time through that Sun A. Bend your knees, look forward. Walk, step, or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, Ardha, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, release. Inhale, rise up to standing, pressing through the feet, reach your arms up. Exhale, Samastita. We flow, inhale, arms lift. Exhale to fold, release. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step your feet back. You can lift your hips to downward dog, knees up or down. If you want to join me here, chaturanga, bend the elbows. Inhale to roll to the tops of the feet, lift your chest. Exhale to lift the hips, downward facing dog. Good, noticing that space, that energy, that prana moving throughout your body. Noticing the length in the spine. That's what Sunny is designed for, to lengthen out the back. We'll move into sun salutation B. We'll open up the hips and the legs. Bend your knees, look forward. Walk, step, or hop, top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Now with your feet close together, maybe even hips width, bend your knees like you're sitting into a chair. Reach your arms up to the sky. Utkatasana chair pose. Now gaze down and see if you can see the tips of your toes. If not, see if you can shift more weight back into the heels, drawing the shin bones back and engaging the outer hips, the outer glutes. Dropping a little bit lower, pull your belly up and in, relax the shoulders but lengthen the elbows as you inhale. Exhale, forward fold, straighten through the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Now exhale, keep your right foot forward. Take a big step back with your left foot, coming into a low lunge. Pressing the hips forward and down, feeling that stretch through the left hip flexor. From here, digging down through the right heel, just lower your left knee to the mat, untuck your toes. Inhale, lengthen your arms over your head for crescent moon. Pull your shoulders down. See if you can really press forward so much that your right hamstring is pressing towards the right calf muscle. Take another inhale. Exhale, lower your fingertips down to the mat. Shift your body weight back and straighten out your right knee for a half split. Now here, find that length in your spine. So as you inhale, roll the shoulders back, press the crown of your head towards your toe tips, and exhale to fold. The more you flex the toes, the more you dig the right heel into the mat and curl the toes back towards the top of the shin, the deeper stretch you'll receive in the lower half of the leg through the calf. Take one more breath. Begin to shift back forward through your low lunge. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, and step your left foot all the way in to meet your right. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, other side, left foot forward. Take a big step back with your right foot. Finding that low lunge position, squaring your hips, pulling the left hip back, pressing the right hip forward. And very gently, taking your time, lower the right knee down. You can untuck the toes as you inhale, roll your upper body up to the sky. Move with intention here, so really try to lengthen the arms all the way up like you're holding a big beach ball above your head. Gliding the hips forward again so much that you're thinking of that left hamstring pressing towards the calf. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, fingertips to the earth. Exhale, shifting back into half split pose. Flex through your toes, again curling back towards the top of the shin. Breathe energy and space into the back of your thigh, your hamstring. And the more you'll flex, the lower in the leg you will feel this stretch. Take one more inhale to lengthen. Pause and exhale to fold. Come, tuck your right toes, lift your back knee. And this time plant your palms, step back to high plank. Vinyasa or hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Good, bring your feet close together. Inhale, reach your right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Flexing through the toes, lengthening through both hamstrings. Exhale, squeeze your belly, bring your right knee up into your chest. Lift your hips to step your right foot through next towards your right thumb. Ground your back heel to the mat. Inhale, reach your arms up for warrior one, keeping a deep bend in your right knee. So here in this posture, notice the tendency of your hips wanting to open. Can you pull your right hip back in its socket, pressing the left hip flexor forward? And really ground down through the left heel to feel that stretch through the top of the thigh. Take another inhale, lengthen the arms. Exhale, lower your hands to your heart. Opening up your hips here for warrior two, stretch your arms to a T. Externally rotating through that right thigh, bend deep so that your right thigh bone is parallel with the mat. Flex your biceps, your triceps, and roll your shoulders down. Lengthen through the sides of your waist, crown of your head goes higher. Now inhale, flip your right palm, slide your left hand down your left thigh, and a big breath into your reverse warrior. You can find a half bind here, wrapping your left hand for the right hip crease, or you can keep your left hand back. Take one more inhale to stretch the side body. Exhale, take your right forearm to your right thigh. Reach your left arm all the way up for side angle. Grounding down through both of your heels. Option here to slide your right hand to the inside or outside of your right foot, and then pull your left arm up and over your head, externally rotating through the shoulder and finding extended side angle. So your left bicep is framing your ear like a swimmer taking a stroke in a pool. Holding and breathing. Now press through your feet, engage your obliques. Inhale to come back up to warrior two. And exhale, plant your palms, frame your right foot, pivot on your back heel, step back to high plank. You can add a vinyasa here or just lift your hips up and back. Let's do that on the left, bringing the feet close together. Inhale, pull your left heel to the sky, lifting that left heel a little higher to lengthen the back of the right thigh. And now exhale, knee to your nose. So you're pulling your belly in, ground into your palms, lift your hips, and then step your left pinky toe up towards your left thumb. Ground your back heel to the mat, keeping the front knee bent. Inhale, reach your arms up and over your head for warrior one. So same adjustments here, pulling the left hip back, slide your right hip forward to meet your left and feel that length through the top of the thigh. Relax your shoulders, but lengthen the arms up. Take another breath in. Maybe look up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Opening your feet a little bit wider here. Left front heel is lined up with your back right arch. And then open your arms to a T. Relaxing the shoulders, fingertips close together. And then really flex through the arms like you're reaching to touch two walls. Flip your left palm. Inhale, reverse your warrior. You can slide the right hand down the right outer thigh, or maybe you're reaching for the left hip crease, finding a half bind. Take one more inhale as you stretch back, pulling apart. And exhale, left forearm to left thigh bone. Reach your right arm up to the sky. So here, begin to roll your chest open like you're leaning your back against a wall behind you. You can pause here. If you have the range of motion, you can take your left fingertips to the inside or outside of your left foot and lengthen your right arm up and overhead until your bicep frames your ear. If the shoulder is starting to creep up, just gentle reminder to relax it down. Maybe spiral your gaze up. One more breath. Press through your feet, turn on the abdominals. Inhale to rise, warrior two. And exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Pivot on the back heel, step back to your high plank, holding here for an extra breath. Engage the inner thighs, squeeze your glutes, puff up the upper back, protracting the shoulder blades. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, hips to the sky, downward facing dog. From here, bend your knees, look forward, and you can walk or maybe add a little hop all the way through to a seated position. Bring your legs out in front of you, flexing through both of your feet. Curl your toes back. Take a big inhale, lengthen your arms up to the sky, sitting up tall. And as you exhale, fold forward. Good. No matter where you land, that's exactly where you're supposed to be. So no need to bounce or push or pull. You can let your arms hang heavy. Just focus on this forward bend, lengthening out through your spine. Draw the shoulders down and back. Take an inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. And exhale to surrender, folding deeper. Allow yourself to just breathe and relax into this posture. Noticing if you're moving that tension, because a lot of times we hold that tension in the back of the legs. Notice here if you're opening this part of your body, if the tension's starting to move into, again, the jaw or the face, the neck or shoulders. Can you soften, even if it's just for a moment? And slowly as you inhale, lengthen your spine, stacking your shoulders over your hips. Exhale to scoot your hips forward and come all the way down onto your backs. Hug your knees into your chest. You can rock side to side, massaging your lumbar spine on the mat. Now set your feet down on the mat about hips width distance apart, heels close towards your sit bones. Lengthen your arms by your sides. Press into your palms, ignite your triceps, and slowly peel your hips all the way up to the sky. Coming into bridge pose, just a nice gentle back bend. See if you can relax the glutes, the hip flexors, and feel that nice stretch through your abdominal wall. You can interlace your hands underneath your back, shimmying your shoulders, using that leverage to lift the hips a little higher. Take one more inhale, whatever variation you're in. And exhale if you have the bind, gently release and slowly roll your back all the way down. Find Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together, knees open wide. Take one hand to the belly and one to the heart. And just feel your breath underneath your palms. As you inhale, feel your chest belly rise. And as you exhale, feel your body fall back towards the midline. And remaining on your back, knock out. Palms facing up or down, just relax your shoulders. Releasing any tension from the crown of your head all the way through the soles of your feet. And allow your body to re-energize, to rest in this posture. Welcome to your Savasana. On your back here, just take another moment to fully soak in the peace of this posture. And begin to deepen your breath. Take an inhale through your nose, fill up your lungs. And an open mouth to release. Bend your knees and hug them into your chest. Set your feet down onto the mat and just roll onto your right side. You can use your arm as a pillow here. Press into your top hand and rise all the way up to a seat. Just meeting in a comfortable seated position. Sitting up tall. And just taking a moment here to notice all the space, all the light in your body that you created through breath, through asanas, postures. Take a final breath together. Inhale, fill up with gratitude. Allow your palms to connect overhead. And exhale, lower your hands together in front of your heart. We bow forward to seal our practice in. From my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you guys so much for joining. I hope you liked the flow, and thank you so much to Tim for allowing me to teach on his channel. If you like my style of teaching and want to follow me, my Instagram is @AmberMelanie, and we will link it below. And I hope you have a great day. Thanks for joining.